We had some discussion last night about front running the frogs or getting in a little bit earlier. Just as so, this is the technique that I'm using on the morning hook. All right, here's my technique on the morning hook to get in early. So here's the open. That was the close, and say it's a gap down, and it sells off and starts to hook up like that. The way I've quantified the moment that I enter is this: WMB. W equals Williams percent R. M equals MACD histogram uptick, and then B equals breakout on 3-minute candles. So there's 3 rules that got to fire. The reason I like the morning hook, when it gaps down and sells off, in the first 3 minutes, it uses the first 3-minute candle plus the last 9 3-minute candles from yesterday. So by definition, it's already going to be oversold, check or hold. But if it doesn't gap up much, or if it gaps up or it doesn't gap at all, it has to sell off for like 30 minutes. So Williams percent R 10 oversold means it made a 30-minute low. It's at the low of the last 30 minutes. Okay, that's what this is. Then it fails to fail further. It starts to either hesitate or starts to slowly hook back up. Now, MACD histogram will then start below the line. It'll be below the signal line. It has to, because the 10-minute, especially because of the gap, this information drives it below the signal line. And then, as this thing starts to hook up, 30 minutes in, now the 10-period moving average has started to roll up. The 20 period is going to be slow because it has 10 data points from here and then those 10. So now the MACD histogram starts to hook up. So we get an uptick. Check. And then I'm looking for a white-green candle to close, and then I will buy the next universal entry. So 3 rules. It touched oversold on the Williams percent R. Check. MACD histogram uptick, then the next candle break, and that will get you, usually, especially after a gap down, it will get you in enough to get a 2-to-1 just to get back to the open, or certainly to the close. Okay, so in the chat room you see WMB3. That technique works not only for the morning hook, but during the course of the day when you see things that start looking like local minimums, as long as Williams percent R got oversold and then the MACD histogram started to uptick, then a candle breakout is what I look for. Okay. So WMB3, that's what that pattern looks like right there.
Hey, Kent, your MACD histogram, you say that's got 2 variables, right? It's
10, 20, 8.
10, 20.
So the fast line is 10, the slow line is 20, and the smoothing period is 8. The normal is 12, 26, 9. So this front runs that a little bit.
Okay.
I like 10 and 20 because on 3-minute candles that equates to 30 minutes and 60 minutes. I like looking at the slow and quick frog with that because that right when those decisions come online, like the slow frog, at the 60-minute point, the MACD histogram now contains only today's data at 60 minutes in. So it has forgotten yesterday altogether. It's purely about that day from that moment on.